In this video, I want to talk about apps or software to make puzzles, word search puzzles, but I want to set the stage kind of and show you some books. These are books. This is Penny Press. This is Woman's World. This is another book from Bendon Publishing. I picked these all up at the supermarket, and these are all word search books. Like if you were to look inside of this book, it is simply just a grid with words that you search for. They're word search puzzle books. This is just one opportunity or one place where this market, these puzzles that you can create are sold. Of course, you may not be or ever sell your creations at the supermarket. But if you were to go to Amazon and simply search for word search books, you will see tons and tons. This is a huge market. There is a lot of competition, but that also means that there are a lot of people buying these books. Of course, that means if you were to create your own book, like this word search book here, it's a little different style. It is a stocking stuffer word search book that is sold for Christmas. It has a little different format. This is available and sold on Amazon KDP. Here's a book. This is a book that my wife did originally on her account. It's actually in another language. This is one of her first books that she did, and she created this with one of the tools that I'm going to show you here in a second. But I just want to sort of set the stage and take a look at Amazon. So when you go to Amazon, you simply search for word search books. Again, a lot of competition here. You're going to have to figure out and drill down into an actual niche or into a category. For example, positive vibes. Here's one for spring. Here's also one for 100 history events. Here's an interesting one upon a mystery word search, anxiety relief word search, as well as fabulous decades word search, 80s, 70s, 60s, and 50s, to give you an idea of sort of what you'll be looking for or what to think about when we take a look at these tools. The first tool I'm going to look at is Instant Puzzles Generator. Here you can see this was able to generate the puzzles here. Basically, you just upload a set of words or a file, and you do that in .csv or text file. And then once you have those, you can click edit, and then you can edit. You can create a title, you can create a description, as you can see here for each puzzle, and then the words are listed. And it's just that simple to download those or to create those, and then you can download individual puzzles, or you can download the entire set of word search puzzles here, depending on the level of the product that you bought in PNG, JPEG, PowerPoint, and or PDF. The next puzzle creator I have is inside of Puzzle Publishers, Word Search Crazy Pro. Here you actually just input the words here, and you simply would do that as a copy and paste, and then you simply click generate search, and it generates the puzzle as well as the search list, as well as the solution that you can download here in two different formats. And there are the different formats here. You can see they've just bolded the solutions, and here you can see they've circled them in red. Here's one called Puzzle Book Mastery. It actually creates the word search puzzles here and downloads them or outputs them to a PDF here inside your browser or a zip file. And then that would look like what you see here. You can see this is categorized, or the puzzle is given an ID, puzzle number 1, as well as a name. Here you can see this is 1776. And then of course, puzzle number 2, in this case, is the 4th of July, words around 1776, or the 4th of July themed puzzle. And then you can see the output here is a little different. You may or may not like this output, but this is the style of output that you get inside of that puzzle. Another one that I don't have access to is Two Line Prints Word Search Maker, but you can actually see here, you can download these inside of letter size PDF, A4 PDF, PMG, as well as the solution. If you were to want to buy this, you can click download. It'll download a preview, and you can see the prices here. And once you see the prices and also understand, and this is where I want to get into the idea of what you actually get and what you can create and how you can sell them based upon the license that you get. Here you can see I've highlighted create unlimited puzzles for commercial use only. What does that actually mean? If you go to Two Line Prints and look, you'll see here, yes, all the generated puzzles using our puzzle maker tools are for personal or commercial use. But there is a caveat. No. As for the commercial use license, you are allowed to sell the generated puzzles to your audience. The end user for personal use only, they cannot sell them for further to their audience, meaning no PLR or personal or private label rights usage is allowed. Now, understanding PLR and private label rights, really what that means is that is a license for the product once you generate it to pass rights on to the person that you sell it to so they can then resell it or use it as their own product to create their own products, aka their own puzzle books or their own printables to then turn around and sell. It's a little bit of a sticky issue when it comes to the way or the things you can create and what rights you have, but it's something you really need to be aware of. It's not so much of an issue if you're just creating the book and selling it on Amazon. But if you are creating the puzzles and you want to resell the puzzles inside of the books that you create, it could become an issue. I'm making this video to take a look at the puzzle creators inside and the thought process of the types of books that you want to create, and also the license. As here, you get a commercial license, but it's not a commercial license to do just whatever you please. If you were to go back to the puzzle generator or instant puzzle generator and take a look at their sales page, on their frequently asked questions, you can see here, can I sell books to others with commercial use rights? This gets more into the issue of what I'm talking about. No, you can't. The purchase allows you to create and use books where you sell those to end users and thus make a profit from selling the books you create, but you cannot sell the mazes or the puzzles to a client who uses the assets or the books you sold for commercial use. What am I not allowed to do with the files? And I know this is really hard to understand, but understand majority of these products, these apps, these puzzle makers, they are designed for you to make a puzzle and then sell that puzzle to the end user for their personal use. Not to, from a commercial stance, create something, sell it to a person that then wants to get in the bookmaking or puzzle selling business themselves. I hope that's clear. If it's not, let me know in the comments and I'll cover this a little more in depth. But you can see here, you cannot sell resale rights to the products you create. You cannot sell these images or these puzzles created on Fiverr, Creative Fabrica, Design Cuts, or other such stock sites. Again, you cannot sell PLR rights to the products that you create. Go over to Puzzle Publishers, Word Search Crazy Pro. If you were to check out their sales page and you scroll down to what you can actually do with their puzzles, you get unrestricted rights to the puzzles you create. That means that you can make your own PLR puzzles. Again, private label rights. This is the idea of you create a puzzle and then you sell those puzzles for other people to use to create their own creations. And I hope, again, that makes sense. Puzzle Book Mastery. If you go to their sales page, scroll down to their frequently asked questions, you can see here, am I allowed commercial use for activities and puzzles created by Puzzle Book Mastery? Yes, all generated downloadable content created or provided by the Puzzle Book Mastery system is full commercial use. Personal rights are granted for the use of software and training itself. The software cannot be resold. However, the puzzles and activities are yours to do with them as you wish. That means you get a unrestricted or fully customizable or the full options to do whatever you want with the puzzles that you create. Now, speaking of the puzzles that you create, for example, inside of Word Search Crazy Pro, I showed you here that you need to enter a list of words. So if you were to delete those words and you wanted to make a list of words, where or how would you get the words? Well, you would simply come up with the words out of your brain, or you could use a new tool that I love to use. This is ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT Plus, and this is AI. This is artificial intelligence. You can see here I've said, give me a list of words about summer, and it gave me a list of words that I can then just simply come in here and I can copy. I can go back to Word Search Crazy Pro inside of Puzzle Publishers and I could generate a new search, and you can see there it generated a new search. I can also show my search list, which is the words that I created, and then I could download the solution and the puzzle. And at that point, I have the ability to take those puzzles, again, based upon the licensing of Puzzle Publishers and the fact that they give me unrestricted commercial license to do whatever I wish with whatever I create using their tools. Another example of a activity or puzzle tools creator is over at Self-Publishing Titans. You can come down here and you can see you need to put their word list in a comma separated list. The cool thing about ChatGPT, I showed you here, give me a list of words about summer. You can tell the AI to list the words now separated by a comma, and then you can simply then grab the comma separated words, copy those, head back over to a tool set like the Activity and Puzzle Tools by Self-Publishing Titans, because they need a different format, and you can simply stick that in there, generate a sample. Of course, you can see this is preview only. You would need to buy it now. Then you can see here that they have, or the licensing that they give you simply says unlocks a puzzle creator feature on our website, lifetime access, unlimited usage, no hidden upsells. Then if you were to actually go to their page where they sell it and you scroll down, you will see that they have here under about activity pools or activity puzzle tools, not included, no limitations, no silly license restrictions. To me, that means that you can do whatever you want to do to include sell PLR or sell all the puzzles that you would create inside of their puzzle bundle. The big idea and the big concept here is to look at these puzzle making tools, take a look at them like we just did, and then think, what types of puzzles do I want to create? What rights, what licenses do I get? Commercial use license. Am I just creating books or printables that I'm selling to the end user as a publisher? Meaning that's it. That's where I cut off sort of my business as a publisher or a self-publisher. Or could I create puzzles and think about reselling those for other people to then use those puzzles that I created in their own creations? Kind of like the stuff you see over at Creative Fabrica. And if you are in the world of private label rights where they actually launch and sell products with a PLR license for you to use, what kind of rights do you actually get? And then of course you can go over to Canva and you can look at some of these puzzle templates that they have, and you could think, do I even need these puzzle makers if I'm creating simple puzzles like the puzzles that they have here? Or would those puzzle makers, along with what I find in Canva, enhance my ability to create something very unique and at scale and create books and printables, or go into the business of selling these templates or these puzzles that I've created inside of these puzzle makers, if the licenses allow me to do so, selling those templates for others to use to sell those creations based upon what I've created for them, based upon word lists that I've created. For example, using ChatGPT or any other AI software out there that can create those word lists for me and create those sort of categories of word lists or niches or sort of topics, and then give me those lists in different formats that I can upload and use in any of the tools that we looked at here, and think about which one meets the needs for me and my business as a self-publisher. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'd love to talk to you about this or anything else that may pop into your mind as you watch this video. Thanks for watching. If it was helpful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you later.